Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Charles is in the house. Charles is in the house. Um, if you are over there, you probably ain't gonna hear this announcement if you over there. But if you over there at the challenge, I tried to put it in the chat that Big Brother is gonna be first, and then I'm gonna get to the challenge next because Charles got to get his workout in, and I'm here for that. I'm
Yeah,
here for health as well.
consistency. Yes.
So we doing Big Brother first. The challenge will be next. So why are we so late, Charles? What was I doing? I was out at TSU moving. It's hard to catch up on Big Brother when you get behind, I feel.
Yeah. And to be honest, it started from Beyonce. Because
Yes.
Beyonce, we were like, well, we'll do it later. And then every week there's been something. And recently
Yeah.
I had a whole
You weren't feeling your best.
yeah, body fiasco. So it pushed it back more days. So
It's hard, but we still on top of it. Big Brother is still our show. So let's jump right into it. Let's check out the fantasy scores first. Then we'll get into, I guess we got to start with Hassan going home. And then who else went home? I'm already forgot.
if you want to go back that far, because to be honest,
I ain't got to go back far, but who went home after Hassan? Because I done already forgot.
he's the last one that went home. Hassan went home. Now we got a new agent.
Kirsten
Riley.
and Riley Hassan. Okay. So we're going to start at this pressure cooker and kind of how we feel about how we're doing this season, where the game is going. I feel like whoever had Felicia on their team is doing the damn thing because she's entertaining. Like she is that spicy grandma that tell it like it is.
Absolutely.
They trying to get some showmances in here on us. I feel like I drafted every week. It's a fantasy hit for me. I don't know about you, but every week it's a fantasy hit. Shout out to Zuda. He's still in the first place. Look at the good kissers. I think this is Vontae. Kiss My Tay-Tays is in second. My team that I can't even get into is in fourth place. That's crazy. Is this your mom kicking ass?
Yes.
She is sixth place. Shout out to mom. Stormy is in eighth place, and here I am in ninth. Now, Charles, where you at?
Girl, I'm in the 20s. I'm
No,
what am
you
I?
right here. 15.
15. Oh, I might as well be in 20th because yeah.
I mean, I'm just curious who Zuda has since he in first place.
Well, Zuda got a strong beginning. You know, Heisem is gone now, so
He has Felicia. Felicia has all the points.
well, no, he got 300 points from Heisem.
Yeah.
Heisem is what really. If you've had Heisem, if you've had Riley, if you've had anybody that has won HOH, you have been pushed to the top. But we've only played a fourth of the game, baby. So it's a long way to go. I didn't really predict Felicia winning HOH this season, but shout out to you.
Oh, you going down this week, Zuda, because you forgot to set your lineup. Yep, there you go, Zuda. You going down this week because you forgot to set your lineup, and Hassan's still in there.
And Felicia good. She only got 14.
You got to remember to set your lineup. That's how I was doing bad. But let's look at my team and Charles' team real quick.
I really can't believe I missed out on all those Riley points. I got up here talking all that hot shit, pumping up Riley, and I never put her in when she was on the show. So I never got none of them points.
Not Blue is auditioning for daughter-in-law. I'm in ninth. I was in second, wasn't I? How I get? See, I have Hassan and Riley, and then last week I forgot to set up my lineup. I still had Riley in there, but this week
Matt got you negative.
how does Matt have negative points?
Because Matt is not doing well at all.
How do you get negative points?
I'm taking off from being like nominated or being a have not and all those different stuff.
We're in week stating that they threw the competition. Why would you say that? And then he only got one confessional. Look,
Yeah, I don't know why he's throwing competitions. Like nobody sees you as a comp threat.
nobody sees you as a threat at all. I'm
Mm-mm.
kind of pissed off at Matt. Charles, what you got going on?
Um, Jag might be going home because I got Jag in. So
I heard they flip flopping.
yeah, my lineup is doing pretty good though.
Your lineup is doing well.
Jared just need to do something. He was the first one out on the HOH comp. I'm like, what?
Oh my
He
god.
is just seems to be not even trying. I don't know if he thought this was Love Island or what, but he doesn't want to play the game. He wants to be on the beach with a chick getting his rocks off. That's what it seems to me. That's all he wants to do this summer.
I think Jared is in that shadow of Mother Cerie, and he just wants to be on TV and
Yes.
play something because his mother is Cerie, but he's not a TV gamer. Like he just wants to be there. But I
Yeah.
don't think because what's going on with him and Blue? Let's see what your mama doing.
Yeah,
Since
but every time Sari tries to coach him in the game, he's always like, "Man, he even said, I'm done with this group. I'm done trying to protect the group. Protect what group? You ain't won shit to protect shit. So how you gonna be protecting somebody when you are the person being protected by the Queen Dondada herself? I don't get it. When he said he was protecting her, Felicia, Izzy, the group, I'm like, this nigga got the nerve. Patriarchy really be blowing people's head up to make them think that because they a man, that they are running shit. He ain't running shit but his mouth all season.
Jared told Blue the secret. Nah, y'all know I've been causing Izzy a snitch since pregame. And here Jared goes snitching on himself.
Mm-hmm.
But worst of it all is he tells what's the child named Blue that his mama is Felicia.
Mm-hmm. But she don't believe it though. She don't believe it though. She's like, really? Swear it to me. Swear
I wouldn't believe it either. Felicia had you at what, 50?
it. I don't know. I don't know why I don't know why he feels the need to let it loose. Because he's been hinting at it for weeks, actually. He's like, oh, I got this big secret. Ooh, America knows about it. Ooh, you're gonna be so gagged. Like, you're gonna be so shocked when it come out. It's like I got this secret. Why are you doing that if you're not gonna say it? Like, why?
Please, I don't understand why number one, I don't understand how the house can't look at those two until they look just alike.
Because they don't. They don't look
They
as
look
similar
exactly alike
as
to me.
people on the outside are saying. If they were identical, more people in the house would notice that they look alike. It's not until people are told that they are related that, oh, that kind of makes sense. No, they don't. They don't look that much alike to where it's like obvious.
They look identical to me. Same
But
face.
that's because you know that they are related. You cannot unlearn that fact. Once you know the fact, then yes.
Okay, I guess. Zuda said he agreed. He could barely see it.
It's not as close as y'all say. I see it in the eyes, but Sari, they say Sari got the same. No, Jared has a really pointy, small nose. Sari has a more rounded. Their faces are not the same. Their complexions are even different. So it's like, yeah.
Well, if I was Sari, I wouldn't claim his ass.
Sari, I think is going to be quite gagged when she gets out of the house
If
and
he watches this.
she may see these tweets and these hate messages from the fans towards her because she is his mother. And
There's Sari hate messages.
oh, the girls on TikTok that they be talking about Sari, the Big Brother fandom, they hate Sari. I don't know. They think that because Jared is saying all this misogynistic stuff and this, that, and the third, they automatically put blame on Sari because Sari is his mother. It's like automatic blame. It's like, oh, that's his mom. They think the same way. She taught him this. She did, and it's like, what? You
Now
can't blame her for this grown ass man. He is a grown ass man. If he thinks this of women, that don't mean she taught him that.
I agree. Once kids get of age and they get around their friends, they develop their own mindsets, a way of thinking. They don't take on everything that you instilled in them. You want them to, but sometimes they just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not on Big Brother TikTok, but from my Big Brother Twitter, I haven't seen any Sari hate.
Well, that's
Everyone loves Sari. I think
you
I'm
know
in
I ain't on
Big
Twitter.
Brother Survivor Twitter.
Yeah, and also you might be in an echo chamber. I think like with Twitter, they show you people that are alike. It might
It
show
could
you
be.
similar friends that have similar opinions. But when I be seeing those these colored, well, I'm kind of the same color on both.
On both sides. You ain't for the flip.
When I see these color people talking about Sari and Jared, you might as well throw her in the pit of hell. They do not like Miss Sari.
That's very unfortunate. I think Sari is going to have a huge conversation with Jared when she watches this back because she hasn't seen everything. But don't blame it on the mama.
Yeah, and also she defends him not knowing what we have seen. I think people need to wake the fuck up and touch grass because we are watching a TV show. She is in another room in another part of the house. She does not see
Right.
what you
She doesn't.
see. So she is defending her son, thinking that, first of all, she thought Blue was the aggressor on her son. She thought that Blue was sexually aggressive on her son with the whole, oh, why won't you kiss me? Why won't you da 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 da? I feel like any mother hearing that is like, ew, why you pushing up on my son? Why you want my son don't want you? My son is a good boy.
Me,
It makes sense that she would say that. That is her child, y'all. Y'all have to come on now.
I'm the mom. I don't like nobody. And I'm trying to get out of that. But I am that mother where I don't, mm-mm. That's
Yeah,
probably why my son don't bring nobody home.
and y'all in the same y'all in this same little ass house, this set piece together, and they've been smashed.
Already.
They
3 times.
3 times we done heard they done been smashing. Oh, and Miss America trying to get some from Corey too. We're gonna talk about.
Look, Erica being drunk trying to push up on Corey. Now you say they already a showman's. I thought America was just trying to push up on him. So is it a push up or is it a showman's and he just didn't want to give her none on TV?
Well, Sunday's episode, they made it seem like, oh, we're growing a thing here. I thought it was something mutual. Is that what they kind of make? Am I wrong, chat? Let me know. I feel like on the episode they made it seem like it was a mutual thing, right? And I guess now catching up with the feeds, she
Yeah,
is wants some.
that's what I got. Is that she was pushing up on him because she was a little tipsy and she wanted some. But Corey is the one. I mean, no shade to Corey. I mean, you got Matt sitting over there, Jag. They said
Matt is cute. I don't know who Matt with them ramen noodles, them cup of noodle hair that he got. That is not cute either.
I think Matt is very handsome.
Mm-mm. I don't see it.
Well, what about this conversation where Cerise said she'd be willing to give up her game so Jared could stay in the house? Like if anybody ever wanted to target Jared, she would lay on the sword for him.
I heard um, me and Bay had that conversation. I think that she's going to gradually change her mind about that because you have to remember she has said this before. Jared even told her, "I'm done with the group. I'm done keeping y'all safe." And da da da. Before he went off and did that whole spiel, um, and then she called him stupid when he walked out the room. I think her mind is gradually going to change over time because she's going to see that his intentions are not there to win. I feel like if he showed her that he was there to win the money, then she would be more inclined to do so. But I think she's going to see that he's only there to get his rocks off with Miss Blue, and she's going to be like, "Y'all can go to the jury house and do that. Like, get out. Let me make another bag. Let me get some more money for the
If
family."
they both make it to the jury house, look, I need Sari. Hear me, Sari, through this. What we call this telepathy.
Telepath, yeah,
Whatever
telepath.
it is. Hear this, Sari. If you want some money in your family household, you need to stay in the game.
Don't bet
Jerry
on Jared.
winning Big Brother 25.
Mm-mm. He's
Period.
not there. He's not there to play Big Brother.
He doesn't know how to play Big Brother. He's more interested in this showmance with this girl who don't want him. I guarantee you, once she gets voted out and the cameras go off, the little showmance is over.
Oh yeah, back to the real world.
Right. So, Sari, if you want some money, you better put it in your pocket and break Jared off a little bit because he's not winning, period.
But
Even if
I
he's in the
but
final two.
I understand her initial thought, right? Sari is a reality competition legend. She's been on 5 different seasons of reality comp. This is her
Mhm.
sixth season.
Mhm.
She's at a point where she is the featured act. Bitch, I got my own entrance. I did not enter with you girls. I came in as a special guest. So her leaving the game or losing the game does not really hurt her reputation. But this is her son's first shot at getting his own legacy. So I can kind of understand, like, passing the baton, like, well, I already got my name. If this can help Jared get further, mind you, this is her thinking that Jared is really in the game. Jared is not. His head's not in the game the way she would. I'm thinking would hope it is. And
It's
also, just because you would want to fall on the sword does not mean the house is going to vote you out. Because you can stand up there with both of y'all sitting on the block and say, vote me out, and they will send his ass home.
we've seen it
Unless,
before.
yeah. So she can say it all she wants, but if they think he's the bigger threat because he's a man or whatever, then they could just send him home no matter what the fuck she say.
And the showmans, they were like,
Mm-hmm.
they in there screwing. One of them got to go. Now let's get to the pressure cooker. Cameron won the pressure cooker competition. He's the new HOH.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that we have this HOH that we really didn't know what he was gonna do. But are we gonna give Red props for pulling him into that professor side of the house? Because I would think Cameron would want to go after the people that made him pawns for 2 weeks in a row, like the Felicias, the Cerise. Like he went after Jag and Blue. I didn't expect that.
Yes. Well, really, I'm gonna give credit to Sari.
Cerise, not Red.
I would give credit to Sari
Okay.
because Sari sleeps next to Red. And Sari used Red in his relationship to bring in Cameron.
Okay.
Because we even saw on the show where he said, well, once Cameron felt that once Tyson was out, well, I'm going to be the seventh member.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the new member of the crew. Um, Sari is pulling strings and shuffling decks and moving shit without even doing it herself, which I live for. I love. Um, I think that's directly connected to Sari and Red, for real.
Okay.
Because Sari is really the only person in that group with a
Cerise,
relationship with Red. Because Izzy don't fuck with Red. Felicia don't talk to Red. They don't. Jared don't
that's
talk to Red.
Cerise genius. She makes everyone feel like you're my number one. You're
Yeah.
my best friend. We in it to win it. Like that. And the only one who really knows this about Cerise is Corey. So I'm wondering when Corey is gonna pull that trigger, like right now, does Cerise win the game? Like right now, if we look, because it's a lot more game left to be played, but right now, do you think Cerise has this mist over the house
She could win.
where nobody is looking at her, like she's pulling, like you said, all the strings?
I think so. And I think Sari could win this game because she has shields, right? Um, it's it's also about being layered with people blocking you. Because with Sari, I feel that if Sari and her closest allies are ever on the block together, the other person will go home. For instance, if it's Sari and Izzy on the block, who's going home? Izzy is going the fuck home, right?
What about Serene and Felicia? People voting out Mama Felicia over Serene?
Possibly, because Felicia has been very she got the HOH itis. When she was HOH and she was telling America, "You gonna be the first one out if we don't find out you did it." Felicia has definitely rubbed people the wrong way throughout. So there's opportunity there for people to be ready to be done with Felicia. If Sari is ever on the block with Cameron, Cameron's going home. If Sari's up there with Red, she can get Red gone. Even with Jared, I think she can get people to send Jared's ass home. So I don't know.
Let's get into who's the biggest threat of this week. We've already heard, I don't know the results of the veto ceremony, but Red won the veto. Everyone in the house is flip flopping between Jag, Blue, who should go. Who's the biggest threat for you?
For Cameron's game? For Cameron's game,
Cameron's game because he is the HOH, so I don't think he's controlling the HOH.
Cameron's biggest threat is Jag. Absolutely. Because if Jag would have won, and this is the mist of Sari too. Sari has them two going this way. So if Jag would have won, he would have put Cameron on the block. So either way, no matter who would have won, they would have been putting each other up. So he needs to get Jag out. But they're also talking about Izzy.
I heard a backdoor
Izzy. Talking about backdooring Izzy as a possible option because dummy, when the competition was over and they were all sitting out there and they saw Cameron win, she let it be known that she wasn't really that happy that Cameron won, even with Red sitting right beside her. His best friend. Like, how dumb are you not to be conscious of who's around you when you're like, oh, your boy won, the boy won. And
you gotta be fake on Big Brother 24/7. You always gotta cheer for everybody. You gotta go to the HOH room. You have to constantly be fake to the HOH, no matter who it is.
And you know, Red ran right up to Cameron with that. She won't happy that you won, buddy. She won't happy.
I don't think. Zuda know the results. Tell us the results. Did they put Izzy ass up on the block, or is it still Jag and Blue? Did he leave
it the same?
I feel like they should leave it the same. And I agree, Jag is the bigger threat because if Jared putting it down correct, he should be able to control Blue. Now, if Blue putting it down on him, then Jared is a lost cause. You might as well put him on the block next to her.
But you gotta be doing something good because he be cussing her out afterwards, and I'm like, how you gonna be hitting the box and then cussing her out and I just the dynamics, I don't get it.
I have not seen the HOH room. Okay, he didn't use it. The noms are the same.
Oh, Jag is going home. Fuck.
Look at my fantasy team. I ain't even got an extra person on the bench.
I got Jag in. He about to lose me some damn points. Goddamn.
I don't even have an extra person on the bench to put in. Like, is it time for me?
But you know, the person that's usually the target, they start getting a lot more.
I do. But then he's going to be a zero going forward because I have no one else to sub in. And damn, Matt is sitting at a -2. That's even worse.
Yeah, but we do get one more swap. So everybody playing fantasy with us on the app, you get 2 swaps through the season. Most of us already swapped for Sari. Mm-hmm. You get one more swap. When does that swap expire? I don't know.
I think after week 6. So you have 2 more weeks to make a swap.
Okay. So basically before jury.
Well, that's jury, right? Before jury.
Yes. You got to make your final pick, which I'm waiting until the last minute because I need to make sure that person's still in the house.
Right. I might not have anybody else to swap. But since we're on swaps, let's forecast it on your team in general. Who do you think could be a good swap?
Oh, Riley's already gone, so Riley need to come off my team.
Of course, we're going to swap somebody that's already out, but who would you pick up?
Um, ooh, there's some good ones now. Corey has been on my radar a lot more now than he ever was in the past. I'm thinking about Corey. Corey knows the ins and outs of the house, the dynamics, far greater than almost everybody else, even Sari. I think Sari she has her personal relationships, but Corey can tell that he really looks at it from like
He has a good read.
yeah, like a bird's eye view of like every single connection. So
But can
he's
he
like,
gather the troops? Can he gather troops?
can Corey? Well, America being his ride or die, maybe that can take him somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know because he's in with Sari and them, right? I think he's in with Sari.
A little bit, because Corey knows Survivor Sari, so Corey knows how Sari plays these type of games. I don't know if anybody has mentioned traders yet. They couldn't have had because they would have put her ass up quick, fast, in a hurry. So
who about you? Who you think you gonna pick up?
I'm thinking about Miko. Because
I was thinking her too. I was thinking her.
Miko, I live for Miko when she be in that pantry talking to the camera when she was like, they too emotional, they crying too much. I'm over it.
But Felicia can't stand her ass. Felicia cannot stand Miko. And Felicia, she likes to kind of throw Miko under the bus when she's with the clique. And I think Nicole is like last in the ranks. Like they would throw her to the wolves if they had a chance. So I think she's like iffy. She's super iffy.
Yeah, but I think Nicole could gather troops. Like Nicole, let's say Blue, the Jareds, that other side of the house. I think Nicole could gather the Corys in them and pull them together. I don't think Corey could gather up Nicole and all of them. Would you think about Felicia if you didn't have Felicia on your team?
Um, Felicia, good question. Good question. So Felicia could possibly get us some more points. Because Felicia is almost, I could see her in the final four for sure. I think Felicia has already pinned herself in for the final four because people don't see her as a threat. If she can shut the fuck up, if she can like watch how she talk to people, Felicia is in the final four without a doubt. Will she win those physical competitions at the end?
No, absolutely not. And that's why they would keep her there. Like Felicia can still sit in final two and not win and be happy with her $75,000. I just had a point. Oh, this was my point. Just from what I recall from playing fantasy last season with Christina's group and for the global, that's what we played. When you swap somebody, you get all of their points. So like right now, Felicia has 300 something points. If at the merge and say you drop somebody who was voted out and they only had 100 points at the point they were voted out, you get all of Felicia pass points too, not just.
But how would you do that?
They swap. That person comes all the way out of your draft and they put Felicia in and it's total. So you get all of her total points for this.
But you don't get the points unless you have them in the game. Because with Riley she's like top 3 in points, but I don't have any of her points because I never had her in the game.
That's how it was in the global now. You would put Felicia in your lineup and then you would get her points.
Yeah, you'll get her points going forward, the ones that's coming.
I don't know if that's how it worked. I could be wrong because you just started and you done better research on
because I literally, excuse me, Riley has a whole lot of points that I never got because she never
you didn't have her in your lineup.
She never came out off the bench.
I can swear once we swapped last season, we got all of their points. Because I remember last season I swapped somebody for Kiki on the global because Kiki had a ton of points. And once I swapped Kiki in, I went up in the draft. I don't know, Charles. Don't get me the line. I think that's how it worked. If it don't fault me. We ain't playing for money or nothing.
But Corey is the person that I'm really gonna is thinking about swapping because I think he can also win a competition.
I'm really thinking about Miko. A part of me wants to drop Matt. I'd rather have 0 points than negative.
He don't get no damn camera time.
Right. So if you did not swap for Sari, you have 2 swaps up into jury. If you did swap for Sari, you have 1 more swap into jury. So remember that. Remember to set your lineups up every week. I don't know what day the cutoff is, but I just go ahead and do it like on a Wednesday or a Tuesday before the vote.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right, Angie,
anything else you want to touch on?
Not really. I think this season is very fast paced. The girls always complain about the show being slow and the house steamrolling and being boring. But when you get some hot shit, y'all complain about it and talk about, well, no, it's too much. It's too messy. But this is what the fuck y'all want. This is what the girls want. So why are they complaining?
I just said I don't like fall Big Brother because I don't have time to keep up with it because the fall is my busiest time at work. And in the summer, I could be on Twitter like, okay. And then if I'm working, it's not as hectic. Like people ain't looking for me in the summer. So I need Big Brother to go back to the summer. I'm happy with the fast pace. It is a lot to keep up with, but I'm just going to blame it on the fall. That's what I'm blaming it on.
Okay. Yeah, that's about it. We'll see y'all again next week.
Zuda had a quick question. If Sari leaves, how do we feel the game will play out?
If Sari leaves, I don't even see that happening. So at what point of the game do we see Sari leaving?
I don't see Sari leaving before jury. So we're definitely going to get her. If she leaves, she definitely going to run the jury house. But I think it opens the game up to so many possibilities because one, who pulled that trigger on Sari? It could be a snowball effect of that person could go next. Like, I think it opens the game up to a lot more possibilities because right now it's kind of like whoever Sari wants out goes.
Yeah. I don't think, to be honest, and this is not even being dramatic, I don't see Sari going home no time soon. But I do have a question.
I don't think that happens at all. I think next week is when production gives Sari a HOH. Sari is their moneymaker this season.
But that's the thing you have to understand, Angie. People on social media, Big Brother fandom, they don't like Sari. So they kind of want her to go home. Like a lot of them have been pushing for Sari to go home because they just don't like her. They don't like her and they hate her. And also when that hoe comment, when Felicia blew a hoe, and then Sari was like, well, she's wears it well or whatever. She said she was whatever. The fandom grabbed onto that and kept saying, oh, they're misogynistic old haters and da 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 da.
Can I make a point real quick and then I'm gonna let you go, Charles? I know it's time. It's close to the time. Big Brother, you are in a house 24/7 with thousands of cameras and microphones on you constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get upset when people call people a bitch or a hoe because to me that's black people. Okay, Angie, don't put it on black people. That's street talk.
But you are 100% correct.
That's how people talk.
And especially a certain age group. When I saw these non-melanated people complaining that Felicia said the word, ooh, she's a hoe, I'm like, oh, so you're letting me know that you don't know many black elders. Black elders will call you a hoe, a Jezebel,
a Jezebel,
call you fat, call you all types of shit to your face, and they do not give a fuck. Felicia is in her 60s. Do y'all not understand? This is just reality of it.
I can
Y'all
tell
can't
you right
cancel
now,
her. You're not
I
gonna cancel
can't be
Felicia.
on Big Brother because I'm gonna call somebody a bitch and not think nothing about it. And I don't want to be read on Twitter because Angie said bitch. Like y'all don't call people bitches and hoes every day in your regular language. But somebody get on Big Brother and say, I can't believe they said bitch or a hoe. Y'all ain't gonna like me on the show.
Yeah, it just let me know that they don't know many black elders.
Right. You don't understand how black people talk. It is half the time. Look, I ain't even gonna make no excuses for it. Half the time when you see somebody having sex with somebody on national television, you call that whorish behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Now I ain't calling the hoe. Get yours. I'm very sex positive, but I'm not gonna crucify Felicia for saying the word hoe.
And allegedly, Blue calls herself a hoe. So I haven't seen that footage, but allegedly she has called herself a hoe in the house. So
Blue is a social media influencer by her own self title. Trust me, she's heard worse. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna get on people for that. Now, if it's unwarranted or if it's kind of like hateful, kind of how like they was calling Taylor bitches and hoes last season. I ain't gonna go back to 24. That kind of pissed me off. But if we in a house and we already, you don't have any freedom. It's like you're in jail. People gonna get on your last nerve, and you might be like, this bitch. I'm not gonna run you down on social media because you said bitch. I'm just not.
I agree. And it was a flyby comment. It's not like they go around saying it all the time, and it's not like they are shaming her to her face. This was just a girls chat on the bed. Went the conversation
Right.
minute went, and y'all took it and y'all made a whole. Y'all put more emphasis on this whole shit than y'all did the nigga shit. Let's be real about that. Y'all ain't been talking about the N-word statement since the shit happened, but the whole comment that's all over social media.
Because half of them agree with the N-word comment. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right.
Let's get Charles go play tennis.
All right, you guys, make sure y'all log your players. Make sure you change your
Yes.
lineup for Thursday.
Set your lineups. If you are ready to swap, remember to get your swap in. DM Christina. She will swap your player for you. If you were here for the challenge, soon as me and Charles get off of here, I'm going to turn on the challenge and get that up and done. So come back for the challenge. And Charles and I will be back. I'll let y'all know when. I don't want to give y'all a date and time, and then we end up changing it. Though
Just
I
make
do
sure
want
y'all
to
asses is
set
ready.
schedule,
Make sure
but
y'all is hot and ready when we come to chat.
it's fantasy football week, so I already know it's not going to be Thursday or Friday. I got fantasy drafts, but me and Charles will be back.
We'll talk.
All right. So
Bye.
we'll see y'all later. Thanks for rocking with us. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.